My boy Denji does it for the Oppai. I don't give a shit what anyone says. When you go from literally being at rock bottom, used, abused, can't even just come up with the idea in your head that there could be multiple jams on your toes. Once you get all those basic necessities, where do you go afterwards from literally having no parental guidance, no just what is normal? Well, a horny ass teenager, young adult, he's gonna want to grab some Oppai. And the fact that he went to such lengths to go up against the Leech devil. Now, I wasn't sure what devil this was. It looked like a dick monster. I'm gonna be honest, that shit just looked like from Dante's Inferno. Leech did make sense once they name dropped it, but I didn't know what the hell we were looking at. All I knew was that devil could have done better for himself if this was his lady wife over here, but I digress. The thing is, this shit just completely threw me for a loop, right? I was watching this episode, full live reaction available on the Patreon, of course, if you're interested. And I was probably more excited than any other reaction I've done for a show so far, because constantly shit just kept escalating. Shit just kept getting more and more wild, and I thought to myself, where the hell are we going next? And this man couldn't even fully transform. He loses his damn arm pretty much right away after he's basically ready for his reward. He's doing his grabby hand saying, listen, I did some shit, you did some shit, doesn't matter, give me my damn reward. And then in comes this bitch, Leech Devil, and just ruins it. He can't even fully transform. He just got a little chainsaw on his head. Doesn't matter. He keeps going in. He's saying, you know what? I'm hungry for those mountains, and I'm going to climb those mountains, and nothing's going to stop me. Everyone and their mother is saying he's an idiot, he's childish, his dreams are stupid. You have people fighting for others. You have people doing these noble things. But the thing that makes Denji's character so good is that Denji doesn't come from a normal starting point. He literally has suffered and sold his body, both physically and literally, from doing acts of killing devils to selling organs to pay off his family's debt. He didn't have a normal life, nor did he have normal parental guidance, right? At this point, Aki kind of seems like the dude who might actually end up being more of a big brother, father figure to him, just because he's never had someone tell him, you're an idiot, and not in a way of like, you're an idiot, now eat my cigarette for a dime or something like that. Like, this is a dude who says, this boy doesn't belong here because he never should have had to go to this lifestyle. And to see just how the characters are influencing each other, you look at someone who's just like naturally horny and you say, if that's all a character is, where do you go with a character arc? It really can't be much unless you want to make it funny, and Chainsaw Man is honestly pretty damn funny, let's be honest. But the thing that makes Denji so good is that his desire is a basic human desire. Whether it's men, whether it's women, doesn't matter. People naturally have the urge to get some action. And for a boy who never could have thought of holding a damn girl's hand, let alone eat jam on his toast, it's natural that his next goal is, bitch, I'll work for you. I'll go kill some devils. He's always been killing devils to begin with. There's literally no difference. It's not like he started off as some normal dude who's never fought a devil and said, ooh, there's a pretty lady. I'm gonna go grab some boobs and I'll fight into the life or death for you. Bitch, no. Denji's someone who's been broken from an early age. It's no wonder he just naturally shifted his allegiance and his basically loyalty to someone who appears to be giving him the world, and honestly, his rewards are looking pretty good from his point of view. If he gets to actually grab some boobs next week, if he died tomorrow, I think he would say that's a life well fulfilled. Obviously, it's not healthy in terms of he should want so much more than what he's given, but you see the character progression, right? And that's what makes this show so damn hot. And honestly, I mean, you gotta admit here, the two central leads, as attractive as they may be, both Power and Makima, there's something wrong with both of them. Like, I love their characters in different ways. Makima, manipulative, psycho. If this shot right here doesn't say she's gonna stab you in the back someday, I don't know what is. But it's such a fascinating character with a sexy-ass design. You switch over to Power, sexy-ass design, unfortunately, pretty damn disgusting. This girl, listen boys, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're with someone who is that damn disgusting, that she won't flush her shit down the toilet, you can do better. Trust me, you can do better. Obviously, for my boy, he goes from cleaning the shitter to immediately just saying, you know what, she's the best ever, because he's down bad and horny. But trust me, you gotta have some standards, but it's hilarious nonetheless. I'm interested to see if he's gonna get blue balls, because she's giving him 3 times, and truthfully, he deserves so much more after the shit he went through, getting beaten over the head, had to fight and kill 2 different damn devils, and he's only getting 3 squeezes for the 3 different things. He should have been getting at least a minute per what she referenced there, but I digress. The thing is I absolutely love that the fight was just so frantic and so just like it went back to man's natural urges. He wasn't thinking clearly. He felt like a caveman with a club, but instead of a club, he had a chainsaw out of his head and he'd already lost an arm. He was frantically running. He had to catch himself as he was running, push himself back up. It was just insane. He was wrapping intestines around this goddamn beast creature, and just everything about it just felt so monstrous, so animalistic, and it just worked so well because Denji's not a normal guy, but his character is so goddamn compelling given the shit he's went through, the shit he's currently going through, and such basic human desires has turned him into this machine monster killing machine, and I don't even know where we go from here, but it's pretty fantastic. And the thing that's really cool about the unique ending songs we get every week, this week, visually, it was all power-centric for obvious reasons, and I love how both visually and song-wise, it just feels like it perfectly captures and it kind of ties the bow on an episode and it fits a theme, right? Last week was my favorite ending song, both visually and song-wise, and it's aggressive. It was aggression, and that's exactly what last week was. This week, you could probably make a similar argument, but the fact that it all related to the squeeze and all related to Power's chaotic energy, it works so well with what they did here. And I love how when she does come over and Augie ends up having to babysit both of them, she's such a child, doesn't eat her vegetables, throws it on the wall. She's just such a menace, and I feel so bad for my boy having to now babysit two people as he continues to get flustered by Makma saying anything nice to him, but ultimately everyone's just getting manipulated in different ways, right? I mean, Chainsaw Man is hot. It is awesome, it's action-packed, it's hilarious, but the general progression and just how good of a production this is, like this is the type of adaptation every source reader wishes their series could end up getting. Look at the simple sound effects on this episode. He's like at the morning before obviously she comes over and wreaks havoc, right? He's putting his toothpaste on, clicking on the gas stove, water running, just all these different things. Naturally, just what happens when someone's living in an apartment, living in a home. But the sound effects felt completely realistic. It wasn't just like stock sounds. It felt like they actually perfectly captured the real thing. And I love the fact that everything about it gives it this sense of realism despite the unnaturalness of devils and all these crazy transformations, but there's so much realistic animation to just how characters move around outside of the action, the sound effects, the voice acting. It's just such a 10 out of 10 production that leaves me goddamn hyped and wanting more. And I don't know where we go from here, but I'm excited, and if he somehow gets blue balls without that grab, my boy's gonna be down bad just to a point where I don't know how he's going to pick himself back up, but he will somehow. But thoughts, feelings, ideas on where the hell we are going from here with Chainsaw Man. I'm loving it myself, but of course, pass the torch over to everyone. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here. Like I mentioned, you can support the Patreon if you want to see my full live reaction to today's episode, and also get video shoutouts like Janice Mary is getting today. So thank you so much for the support, and catch you all next time. Have a good one.